Well, welcome to the Wine O'Clock Show. Tracy Bevan, Greg Burns, welcome.
Hello.
Cheers. It is
Cheers.
Friday. It is 6 o'clock. It is
Cheers.
time to kick
Cheers.
off our shoes, wind down, and have a little chat about the week that was. Greg Burns, welcome to Australia. You've
Thank
just joined the hit radio station Nova 96.6.
9.
9.
I felt as you went for that. I feel like you're struggling already. You didn't go to the 6, but she's just going to guess a number.
It's the alcohol. It
Yeah,
started already. Tell us about what you've loved most about Australia first.
Oh, wow. What have I loved most? Well, to be honest, this isn't my first time in Australia. It's my first time living here. But honestly, I fell in love, specifically with Sydney. I first came to Australia to do the Adelaide Festival, which was great. And that sort of gave me my first taste of Australia. But then when I came to Sydney later that year, actually, I was just like, this is just, it's got everything. I mean, this really is a city with everything. And it was 10 years, it was March 2006. I came quite a few times. And March 2006 was when I first said, right, do you know what, I'm gonna move to Sydney. And it took me 10 years and 2 months to do that. But it's been everything. And do you know what, I wasn't really worried, but it did cross my mind that, because somebody put this in my head years ago. They said, well, just because you love it when you go, maybe it might be like a holiday romance. And I wasn't too worried about it, but it does cross your mind. But I honestly, from the minute I got here, it just felt like I hadn't been away. And there's just a feeling I get in Sydney.
Yeah.
You know, that was when you first see that bridge and you go down the Circular Quay and it's just got everything. It's got everything. It's a city with everything.
Now, I had to have a little bit of a chuckle because on your first day at Nova, Fitzy and Whipper played a little prank on you, and I'm wondering whether you're, seeking revenge. Is it are you planning and plotting something to get back at them?
Well, funny enough, straight after here, I'm actually going to Fitzy's 40th. So, my revenge will be to get very drunk and abuse him all night. And I fully intend on ruining his birthday. So how about that? Let's get us banned from the venue.
Now, Greg, you're also a comedian. So are you going to be travelling around the country with a show?
I'm hoping to, yeah. I mean, I've done a lot of gigs since I've been here, mainly at the Comedy Store in Sydney. Honestly, I'm not just saying, and that's one of the reasons, that's why I used to come to Sydney so much, was I was always to play the Comedy Store, and it's unchanged since I was last here. It looks the same, just got brilliant stuff. So I've been playing there a lot, but yeah, I'd like to do more in the country. I'm hoping, I'm almost certainly going to be doing the Melbourne Festival next year, which would be just a dream come true. So I'm very much hoping to do that. I'm hoping to get that confirmed and signed off in the next few days. And then rest of it, Adelaide, as I say, was the first place I ever came to in Australia, and they've got a great comedy scene there. So I'm hoping to get back there. But at the moment, I've not really been out of the CBD.
Out of the office.
Well, I've not really been out of the centre of Sydney or Manly. I just kind of come in between the two. I haven't really experimented, but yeah, I definitely want to see more of Australia.
Excellent. And we've got two POMS on the show today. Tracy Bevan, founder and ambassador of
director,
of McGrath Foundation. You do some pretty amazing work here in Australia with breast care awareness, and I want to know, I guess, more about what the McGrath Foundation do, because it's not just, you're not raising money, I guess, so much for research, but it's more about that whole breast care nursing for patients. Can you explain?
Yeah, we're completely not about research. That's the National Breast Cancer Foundation, who does a great job at that. We're all about breast care nurses. So we have a breast care nurse program who supports not only the patient diagnosed, but the whole family. She's very much like the Macmillan nurse in the UK. She's completely free. You can self-refer. And as I say, she supports the whole family going through the experience of breast cancer. And equally as important as the breast care nurse is our education program. So we're trying to make sure that every Australian family experiencing breast care is breast aware, that you're checking your breast. Because as we know that the earlier you do get diagnosed, the earlier you do get treatment, but the better chance that you've got of beating breast cancer.
Yeah. So tell us all about your, is it Curve and
Curve Lurve, yeah. So Curve Lurve is our education program, and we have an app, and you can upload your favourite tune, and what that is as a reminder that as soon as you hear like your favourite song, it's all right, I need to be checking my breasts. But it also walks you through how to do a breast check and allows you to note any changes that you see. And if you do see any changes, then it encourages you to go straight to your GP.
Yep. And how can people get involved with the McGrath Foundation? Because you've got a lot of fundraising events that you do. There's the Pink Stumps Day, Miss Muddy's coming up, which is fantastic. So how do they get involved with all of that?
Oh, well, McGrathFoundation.com.au, we've got lots of ideas of how you can, help us, because our goal is by 2020, we want to get to 150 McGrath breast care nurses. We're currently at 110, and that costs the foundation $14 million a year. Wow. Once we get to the 150, it's a $23 million a year funding commitment, which I have to say really quickly because we just, every single dollar, it's very tangible for us. We can show you where the dollar's gone. I can introduce you to the breast care nurse. I can introduce you to the family who has had that support of a breast care nurse. And every single dollar is valuable to the McGrath Foundation, and we appreciate everything anyone can do for us.
Excellent. Seeing we've got a comedian on the show today, I thought this might be a great question to put out there. According to, people say there's a correlation between having a good sense of humour and being smart.
Right.
Do you agree? Disagree?
I find stupid people
Do you think
hilarious.
a good sense of humour do you think it makes you smarter or dumber, having a good sense of humour? Craig, I'll throw this one to you.
How
can that qualify?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think it's that. You can get dull, intelligent people. You can get a lot of dull, intelligent people.
Yeah.
I'm picturing them now. I nearly named a few.
No.
And as I say, I know people that certainly aren't academic, but they're still funny. And some of them absolutely stupid and still hilarious.
Yeah.
I intentionally or not. So I
don't agree with that.
No,
I don't agree with that.
Awesome. We've got you two on the show today, so we're going to throw some Australian questions at you.
Cool.
I know you've been here.
I'm going to say a week now.
A week, yeah. So you should know the answers to some of these, Trace.
Okay.
You'll be deported if you don't.
Oh.
Just saying.
Okay.
So we're going to have some questions, and you need to tell me the answers. How many beaches are there in Australia?
Have you got beaches in Australia? You've got everything here.
Well, there's only the northern beaches. We don't count the rest of them.
God, beaches.
God, all of Australia.
This is your initiation into Australia. If you don't get these, we're going to deport you back.
I'll tell you what, you didn't have to do that to get your passport.
Yeah.
Do you need a passport again? What is it?
If you can get one valuable.
Let me tell you, 10,000.
10,000 beaches?
10,000. Yeah.
Oh, I only know the northern. That's all I need.
How many meat pies does the average Australian eat?
In a lifetime?
Or in a day?
That's an important bit of the
How many meat
question.
pies does the average Australian eat? I'm sure probably a year.
All right.
I probably eat this
So
a week.
look, if they love sport, everybody has a pie. So I'd say about...
50. I'm going to go 50. Oh, hang on, in a year? No, not as many.
no. I'd say about 250.
What, in a year?
What, have you been
Here
here?
it says 12, but I'm thinking that's probably maybe
12?
a week.
Well, that's
a day.
Yeah.
That's a day at the cricket.
I think that question is null and void.
What is Australia's most deadliest animal?
I know it.
Deadliest animal?
I know what that is.
Well, how
Do
can
you? Well,
I'm never really sure what that means. Because how can someone...
We've got some of the most deadliest animals.
If you're dead, you're dead. If a crocodile's eating you or a shark eats you, you're not more dead. What does that mean? How many people it kills?
I'd say a tick.
No, box jellyfish.
Ticks don't kill you, do they?
Yes.
Oh God, the things they don't tell you about this country.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Do you get spiders in the UK?
Yeah, but not ones that kill you.
Welcome to Australia.
When I used to have a spider in the UK, I'm used to leave home. But now I see like a huntsman and I'm like, oh, don't touch it. I wouldn't. If you're scared of spiders, you will one day feel like
Have
that.
you seen a huntsman
I'm
yet?
not scared of spiders. I'm scared of dying. And if the two...
No, the bigger they are, the safer they are.
There was a snake. There was a deadly snake. I can't remember the name. Was it a red-bellied?
Red-bellied black snake.
Yeah.
In the middle of the city the other day.
Yeah.
Outside a pub on George Street.
My daughter rode home from school last summer and there was one curled in our driveway. She nearly ran over it in her bike.
Because it came up on the news. You know the lead stories on the news? It came up with the lead story, we've discovered a poisonous snake. And at first I was like, well, come on, it is Australia. We know there's poisonous snakes. And then I heard them say George Street. I'm like, but then I was like, oh, that's weird because the only George Street I know is in the city. It's in the one in the city outside the Morrison pub. I walk past that every day from work. I do think they should tell you this. You know, at the airport when they're busy asking you if you're bringing fruit in, they're like, forget about my fruit, mate. Well, give me a list of things that can kill me, and I'd like it now. I don't. It's fruit. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
And then you've got a dog coming. You've got a banana in that bag.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the bananas.
Now, you Pommies love Neighbours over in your country. So what song played during Scott and Charlene's
Oh, I know.
wedding
It's
on
suddenly
Neighbours?
Angry Anderson.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
If I was to chuck a Yui in my ute,
Yep.
what would I be doing? A, selecting a Christmas tree. B, stealing a female sheep.
You know we're from England. We're not from Mars, don't you?
Funny because they think we're dumb.
Turning a car to head in a different direction, or throwing a boomerang.
Car in
Is
different
it the
direction.
world's biggest Christmas cracker?
No,
Yeah,
that's the cracker one.
we chuck a Yui as well.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we invented
I
this
was just
saying.
going to say that.
So,
Trace, if you don't get this one, you're
God. Here we go.
in big trouble. What's the most popular sport held on Christmas Day down under?
oh, cricket, Melbourne Test, Boxing Day Test. Thank you.
Backyard cricket. Yeah, I'll take backyard cricket. So it is that time of the day that we
All
love
right.
so much here on the 1 o'clock show, and it is Never Have I Ever. Have you played?
I've been
Actually,
dying
I
to
can
play
never quite
this.
remember. I always get this wrong though.
I have never. I'm going to give you a panel. I'm going to ask
Okay.
you some questions, and
Right.
you've got to say whether you have or you've never. And there is no lying in Never Have I Ever, people.
Okay.
The problem is I don't know if my mum and dad are going to see this. I've already admitted that I
I'll
don't
just
think I'm
tell
going home.
All right. Never have I ever accidentally congratulated someone who actually wasn't pregnant.
Oh, do you know? I'm so careful with this. Honestly, I could see somebody 8.5 months pregnant buying a
Say
pram, and
nothing.
I just wouldn't risk it.
Until she says,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm having a baby.
And this
I'm like,
actually
Or the
hap-
baby's shooting
This
out.
actually
Oh, you're
happened.
pregnant.
It actually happened at Nova at work. The girl I was next to was pregnant, and I didn't say anything for about 2 months, pretty much until she was like, "Oh well, you know, I didn't want to say anything just in case." no ways.
In case you ate carbs that day. Never have I ever locked yourself out of your apartment or house in only your underwear.
Well,
Think about this.
well,
right boring now.
do you know what? I've done it. I've nearly done it in a hotel. I've still got a scar because I tell you what it was. I was coming out of the shower in a hotel, and I'd asked them to bring an iron up, and I had a towel on me, and as I went to the door, they left the ironing board and the iron like outside. So I went to pick it up, and then the door went to slam. So I went to do that with my towel, but the iron then swung against my wrist, and obviously they only just unplugged the iron. So I'm just standing in the corridor with the towel hanging off like this, but scolding I've still got it there.
What was more important, the iron or the towel? What did you go for?
Well, I decided to do both, but yeah, just attracted more attention to myself. But people coming running out, nobody would have seen it if I hadn't been
Nothing going on
with the
here.
iron
Nothing
just
happening.
standing like this.
Never have I ever sent a nude photo or raunchy text to the wrong person.
No,
You've never.
I've come real.
Have you sent one to the wrong person? Have you sent one to the right person?
No, I've sent to the right person.
Has it got this?
Oh, I'll tell you what. But yeah, I'm not too sure what the reaction was, but I sent it.
Did you? Was it to your partner at the time?
Yes, my husband.
Yeah.
He toured a lot, remember? We didn't have Skype or anything like that at the time. You know, you have to do whatever you could.
Never have I ever smoked a joint. Yeah.
No.
You lie. Never have
I
I
don't
ever
lie.
lied.
Does that
I've been like that the whole time.
Yeah.
does that mean
Oh,
the same
no.
in Australia as it does in England?
Yeah.
I genuinely can't stand smoking.
that's
I genuinely can't. The worst thing, but it was so annoying. I've always been obsessed with it, and I'm back there. But when the smoking ban came, I thought it was going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
But all I do now is spend half the night, more than half the night, just on my own in a bar while everyone's outside smoking. And then all your friends go out smoking, and then they make more friends out there, and then they've got a little social circle. And I'm just nursing all the drinks. I'm just, so I end up. All it would happen, especially it was more annoying in London because you go outside, it's absolutely freezing.
Yeah.
So now I'm freezing cold, inhaling the smoke, rather than at least doing it in the company. So no, I can't. I genuinely can't stand smoking.
No, I can't.
Never have I ever joined the Mile High Club.
Oh, God, I have.
Have you?
Really?
Yeah.
Have you?
I'm dead proud of myself.
Oh God, I haven't.
Really?
No.
I can't tell you what I did. But,
It's
Really?
yeah.
Didn't find it awkward? In the
No,
toilet?
Perhaps the person sat next to me might have.
Oh, did you do
Hello.
it in your seat?
I'm not even going any further than that. No, we're in my seat. Can you imagine a bit? No. But yeah. How do you think I got the ring and got married? No,
She's a keeper.
He's only asking if you wanted a drink.
Now, Greg, we're going to leave it on that note. Join the Mile High Club. Thanks, Trace.
Okay.
I'm going to put that on my bucket list, I think, because I haven't done that yet either. Greg, where can people, they can tune into you between 9 and 1 on Nova 96.9.
That's how I say it. 96.9.
Not 6-9. And your comedy shows?
I'm next playing the Comedy Store in Sydney on the 17th, 18th and 19th of November.
Do you want to do like a little short, teaser on what people can see in your show?
They will see me standing in a suit like this with a microphone, telling things that I hope are funny.
I looked on YouTube. You're really good. You're really funny. I was laughing my head off. Yeah,
Go
it's
and
good.
see him. Yeah. Trace?
But don't watch it on YouTube because it might be the same stuff.
Trace, where can people all find out about the McGrath Foundation?
McGrathfoundation.com.au.
Perfect. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Cheers. Have a great weekend.
Cheers.
Enjoy. I think it's going to be 28 or something on the weekend,
lovely.
so enjoy.
Yeah, she's in the Mile High Club.
Yeah.